Okay, I have a little problem that I need to talk about. People who think that piercings make you a bad person or a delinquent or a whore or any one of those words, because I've gotten many people that since I first got my first piercing, I mean, I don't really, a lot of people don't really count like my ears as piercings, which I kind of do. I mean, they're not typical piercings. But since I've got my libre done, it was the first thing I got done about a little over a year ago. Lots of people called me a delinquent and said I was gonna start doing heroin and meth and become an alcoholic and a pothead and blah 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 blah. But it doesn't happen that way. You don't get a piercing and then become a terrible person. Sometimes terrible people have piercings and sometimes terrible people don't. It's not a requirement. You can be a good person and have a piercing. Because I personally think of myself as a good person. I'm not a meth head, I'm not a heroin addict, I'm not a drug addict or anything, you know, I'm a pretty decent person. And recently, exactly 2 weeks today, I got my tongue pierced, because it's something I've always wanted. Not for sexual reasons, not so I can get better head or eat girls out better or whatever. It's just because I think it looks cool and I like it, and I've liked it since I was like 9. I mean, my mom has her tongue pierced, and I always thought it was really cool. It's something I always wanted. I may not like her that much right now, but I do still love the piercing. And I do work in the food industry, so I have to deal with people all day, and I actually had a customer call me a whore a few nights ago when they asked if I had my tongue pierced, which I assumed they had seen, so I was like, yeah, does it matter? And they were like, you're a whore, you're going to hell, and they left angrily. And I haven't seen them since, which I find a little excessive. I mean, if you don't agree with it, I understand this is Oklahoma. It is the fucking Bible Belt. It's the buckle of the Bible Belt. It's the worst. But we also have one of the highest number of people in our gay community that are open. We have one of the best gay prides in the Bible Belt, in the South in general. I mean, I thought that we had gotten farther than calling people whores for having their tongues pierced, but I guess not. I mean, I know that not everyone is, you know, like, loving all the gay people and approving of everything and blah blah blah, but I thought that we were a little bit better than to bitch at people for their decisions. I mean, it's my life, not yours. How is my tongue piercing offending you? I mean, just some people. I'm sorry, YouTube, for ranting. I know that lots of people use YouTube to rant. I didn't want to be one of those people, but I had to get off my chest. I mean, I can't talk to everyone about this. So I figured, why not just tell the world instead of just, like, texting a few people or talking on the phone to a few people, you know, or even just hang out with people and ranting about it. This video is getting kind of long, I just noticed that. But, yeah, so sorry, YouTube, for ranting to you, but I'm sure many of you agree, and if you don't, go ahead and tell me why. I'm sure that I can at least have a legitimate conversation with you and not just call you a dumb asshole or something. Now, if you're like, you're a dumb cunt, gays are going to hell, then I'm just gonna not comment back, because that's just bullshit. We're not going to hell just because we're gay. And yes, I said we. I'm pansexual. If you don't know what it is, Google it. It's not as terrible as everyone thinks. So yeah, just try and live a better life and try not to be such a bigoted asshole all the time. I mean, I know this is America and that's how we're fucking raised, but grow a brain. Please. Thank you.